Hello, and welcome to my review of the MOTO 360 smartwatch. First and foremost, Motorola has really bad packaging. I got my product in this box that's really damaged around the edges, and nothing was packaged properly. Everything was kind of just thrown in there. It's just shoddy work right there.
Is that Scotch tape holding it?
Is that? I think so.
Yeah, that is.
Let me see it. You heard it here first, folks. Scotch tape by Motorola. A few things that Motorola claims is classic design, quality craftsmanship, timely updates at a glance, responds to your voice, takes steps towards a healthier heart, and recharges when you do. The specifications are the available models. You can get the light stainless steel gray case or the dark stainless steel. I went with the dark. It uses the TI OMAP 3 processor. It has 4 gigs of internal storage and half a gig of RAM. It's compatible with any Android phone running 4.3 or higher. You can check the compatibility online because it might not still be compatible. It has a pedometer and an optical heart rate monitor, which is a little light that shines onto your wrist. I think it's the first iteration of that. It has an IP67 rated water resistance. The display is, oh wow, that's actually impressive. It's 1.56 inches, which is, but not the impressive part, but it has a resolution of 320 by 290, which is actually kind of impressive because it does not look it. Because like David, you can tell what 480p is on a YouTube video. It's crap. Yeah. But even on that watch at like 360p, I think it's the pixel density. It's probably what it is. Because it's smaller, but it looks good enough. Like that's not a bad resolution by any fact, especially on a smartwatch. It looks pretty good. It is backlit LCD, so it's no OLEDs like the newer Moto 360 I think has it. It has Corning Gorilla Glass 3. Corning. It has a single physical button on the right side, which is really nice and tactile. It has a vibration motor, which is actually a really nice motor because it's a very slight vibration. It doesn't like shake your hand like an Xbox remote would. It's very subtle. It's really nice. It has dual microphones because why not? They had room. They put in a second one. The watch case dimensions. It has a diameter of 46 millimeters by 11.5 millimeters high. The weights with the leather band model, which I don't suggest getting. I suggest you spend an extra $100 even if it's just the band. The leather isn't as comfortable as you'd think. Is 49 grams, and the battery is a 320 milliamp hour battery. Recommended for all day use and mixed use, which I do suggest because if you use moderately, by the end of the day, it'll be pretty close to dying, and you can just charge it up when you go to bed. Anyway, so back to the claims that Motorola has. Classic design. I wouldn't say that you could call it a classic design. Well, the round part of the head, since it's a round screen, I would say makes it classic because a lot of older watches were round. And most new smartwatches are square displays, so I actually really like the Moto 360 because it has the round one. Although it does occasionally cut things off in notifications. But the classic design, I guess, they did claim that that's the round design was for that, so you get a check mark there, Moto. Quality craftsmanship. I guess so. It hasn't broke. Their packaging could use a step up from Scotch tape. So, quality. Timeless updates at a glance. I wouldn't say it's at a glance. Like, it's not like you're gonna get something, bam, you can see it and it's gone. Like, you have to actually consciously, if you have something in your other hand, say you're like a phone, and you go to look down at it, well, I don't know why your phone would come up on there, but let's say like you're eating cereal with one hand, and you need to check with the other. You don't want to put down that spoon. Them Rice Krispies are good. So, you actually have to put down the spoon. What, you don't like Rice Krispies?
No, that's the way you're playing it out. It's fun. Okay.
You have to swipe up and to see the notifications and then swipe to dismiss. So I wouldn't say it's at a glance. So, 50-50. Responds to your voice. It actually is about as good as a phone's microphone. So Google voice software, whatever they use, is actually pretty good at detecting and turn it into actual words that aren't like you say apple and you get spaghetti with Surrey. But so pretty good. I wouldn't say it's fantastic. It still messes up a few words, but you know, every voice detection software does. Another thing, take steps towards a healthier heart. It just tracks your heart rate and your steps. That's all it does. It tells you how many calories are burned and how many steps you've taken. It doesn't make you healthier. It recharges when you do. Best feature, well, it's not the best. I think it's one of the best features is when you go to charge it, it actually changes the display into basically a bedside alarm clock, because that's where people put their watch. That's where people, at the end of the day, take their watch off, they put it on their bedside table next to an alarm clock. Since you have this, why not have it be a wireless charging station where you can choose, and it'll just become an alarm clock, and it'll just do that. You can set alarms on it too, which, big thumbs up for Motorola. That was actually a really, it's a small detail, but very useful. Let's get serious for a moment. Chargers. Disconnect. Okay? So should this. It's every plug I have ever seen in existence. You can disconnect it and it's USB and it's transferable. These things start at not these chargers, but the watches start at $300. You'd expect this to disconnect. Bad move, Motorola. One of the coolest features I think about this, well, it's not cool, but useful, is that when you have the screen turned on and you just want to turn it off, you don't have to like hit this button or anything. Simplest thing, put your palm over it, turns off. You'll get a little vibration, let you know to take your palm off, and the thing will turn off. So useful. It's just it's a little thing, but very useful. It's also got good tracking for just scrolling through things. It's really useful. And you can get apps for this. It's not like you're stuck with what apps are on here. There's certain apps on your phone that you can get where you can do them. Some are good, some are bad. I downloaded the video one, so you could play YouTube videos on this, and sound goes through your phone. Sound didn't go through my phone, wouldn't do it. And after I took off the watch, I went to go put my hand on the watch to turn it off. It was approaching about 82 degrees, and my phone was also about to turn off from overheating. Watch what apps you download for it. And you can also download watch faces and stuff like that. And this thing gives you every day, it'll give you an update in the morning, time to work, and then at the end of the day, time to get home on the road conditions. And it'll tell you basically everything that comes up on your phone. A lot of it will only be Google applications because Google and Android Wear are kind of the same. They're kind of tied together a lot. So it's overall a really good device. Big suggestion is to avoid the leather strap. It's cheaper, it's $100 cheaper, but it's kind of not really worth it. And yeah, I would definitely suggest this over any other smartwatch if you like the round design, because that's one of the huge features about it. And it's not completely round either. There's a little bezel on the bottom, but you know, the digitizer and stuff like that need to go somewhere for a display. So I'd rather have this than a humongous thick bezel like on the what was it? The Gear smartwatch that Samsung sells. Not great. And I would also suggest this over an Apple Watch, even though Apple users, you don't have a choice. Steve Jobs' ghost has got you by the throat on this one. You need to buy an Apple Watch. Nothing else works with the phone. You gotta get an Apple Watch. Thank you for watching.